name's Gareth White. I'm the director, owner of G White Logging Ltd and off-road trucking services. I originally decided to run with the concept of 8-wheel drive shuttle trucks to fill a need that we had within our own operations to shift wood off tight landings and where the roading was marginal. It enabled us to set up in smaller areas with the swing yarder, but dephase the operation for health and safety reasons. As a part of being able to shift the wood from A to B, it means that you don't have to road to suit a big 5-axle trailer. And some of the jobs that were marginal because of the roading costs, being able to do this system made them work. I went with the concept of off-road trucking services because I know the capital outlay of these trucks is high, and as a contractor, it's a lot of gear to be parked there between jobs, so it only suits certain operations. Having off-road trucking services means that we can come in and we might only be going to work in one part of the forest, and then we can shift out and go to another job. But it gives the companies and the contractors the flexibility to plan to use the truck without having to factor in the cost of owning the truck. I went with the Astra truck due to its proven driveline and its ability to have such a high GVM, 48 tonne on that truck, and this enables us to get 30 tonne payload easy. The idea of shuttling wood with an 8-wheel drive truck is not a new thing. It's been done in other parts of the country. Really the real point of difference in what we're doing is that we're contracting the truck for individual job sites as opposed to having the job full-time within our own crews. And we're working with companies to engineer their jobs specifically for the truck, which saves a lot of cost in the long run rather than coming in at a later date to fix a problem. If it's planned right from day dot, there's some real cost savings to be had, saving on engineering and also safety-wise because you're dephasing the operations and minimising the risk of small landings and skids.
So 3.5 years now. Yeah.
What makes this really efficient? What are things you would say that people should think about to make this an efficient sort of task?
It's what it can cart. It's overall, so we can cart 32 tonne payload quite adequately. Being an off-highway unit, they usually, you can just throw the logs on and chuck the logs off. But we can get a lot more places. Like I say, other trucks that cart what we cart, it's usually a truck and a trailer. So they're sort of limited for space and you've got to have turnarounds for them. Whereas basically we can sort of poke our nose or our tail into a gap in the trees to turn around if we have to. So we work on a lot smaller area and cart a lot more wood than other forwarders or other 2-stage trucks.
Some of the risks you find with doing the shuttle truck?
On these jobs here where there's no roads, there's just ground conditions, slopes, leans and stuff like that. When they've got formed roads, it's not a lot of risk as long as they keep the vehicles away from us. It's seemed pretty good. But most of the time it's ground conditions, slopes, leans, that sort of carry on. But other than that, nah, there's not a lot of risk. So it's just use just the ground conditions that stop us, because they're pretty capable. They're a bloody capable truck. We used to have a Tarcher 8x8 and that was phenomenal, that bloody thing. These ones here are up there and they're way more comfortable too. Automatics, air ride seat, air ride cabs, yeah, can't go wrong. Air conditioning. Yeah, another good thing about these, I don't know if you want to record it, it's they can run on the highway.
Oh, yeah.
So you can drive it from job to job. You don't need to chuck it on a transport or anything like that. Runs under a permit because it's over width. If times are tough, you just chuck highway balsas on it and you can cart on the highway with it.
Sometimes this thing goes in loads from the cruise, eh?
Only on the off highway.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, in the Kinley off highway system, we can run that fine. This one can tow a trailer. So yeah, you can cart as much with a trailer on this one as those big doubles do, pretty much. 2 packets on the truck, 2 packets on the trailer.
So name and business, Brian.
Brian Rutches, got Loggable Limited. Oh.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll just
Brian Rutches from Loggable in Taupo. So we had this block on the back, we did the harvest area over the back, then we had these 2 settings here and they had to go out through this farmland. There was a couple of K to cart the wood out. So they didn't want to build the road all the way through, so they got the shuttle truck in and we're just taking it, 2-staging it out the front. Got a skid out the front and obviously this one here where we load the truck, it's working well. Now the beauty of this is that you got a load, you have to have a loader at each end, and a loader obviously is way faster than loading than a forwarder, and it's 2.5K was out to the skid, which is quite a long way. And he's keeping up 8 or 9 hours a day doing sort of 450, 470 tonne a day. The beauty about it is being 8-wheeler, it goes out through the paddock and then it doesn't just make the ruts, it sort of flattens the ruts out and drives on the sort of the high points and squashes it in, and yeah, it's doing a good job. It'll be good if it could have binwood, if you could move binwood out with it. We cut a lot of, well, not a lot of binwood, but got to get our binwood out of here, so if it had a bin on it or a trailer that it could tow in the dry, a little trailer that it could put on the back to get more wood on. The other thing that could work better is if you had the right cut plan and you had 3 9s, and like if you can really maximise the truck, but we just chuck on what we can every time and he's keeping up. There was a bit of trial and error at the start, but he's keeping up, and yeah, like you only get 1 packet of pulp on where you could sort of, it's probably only 18 or 20 tonne, whereas you try and get 25, 30 tonne each load will be more productive, but yeah, it's just cut plan's a cut plan. It's more of just a thing for this block. There was 6 weeks or something we had. We did the whole harvest area at the back, and then there was 6 weeks on this side. And it is, the truck was available in Tokoroa, so they got that in rather than roading sort of 2.5K into the back of the farm here. 1 driver on site gets them working with the crew, and he just becomes part of the crew. He's in our morning meeting in the morning, listens to the plan. He speaks up if he's got anything to say. They talk to the farm if they need anything done on the track. It's good communication.
Shit, I didn't press record.
No, you fucking bit off.
Some of the flow-on effects with having these trucks in the system have been the ability to bring Class 4 drivers into the system and give them seat time in a real-world situation, carting heavy loads and working within a logging operation. And we've had guys come in, run the 8-wheel drive trucks doing these jobs, and then we've put them through their Class 5 and then onto our highway unit as well. So I went with the Astra truck because of its proven driveline, and I engaged Patchels to configure the bolsters and do the truck setup. So it's purpose built right from day dot for the role that it's doing. Fuck, what the fuck? There's like a bug trying to crawl up my nose. That'd be about it, wouldn't it? You guys are going to cover most, but I just sort of thought